Okay. Can you hear me?
All right, everybody, welcome. This is Charles and Dirk coming to you live from the Norwegian Cruise Line Latitudes members page. What's going on, Dirk? I hear you loud and clear, man. How you been?
Well, great, man. Finally got Christmas over with and one more holiday, and unfortunately, back to normal fairly soon here.
I know. It's like I love Christmas. I love the Christmas holiday. It's always very nice, this period during the year, but I'm always eager for it to end for some reason. It's just so busy. I guess people just get so busy and so tired so quickly. There's just a lot happening, right?
Yeah.
um, so we got a few people there watching. Hello, everybody. We got some regulars. What's up, everybody? Hello, Lisa. Hello, Andrew. How's everybody doing? We got Sean here from North Carolina. What's up, Sean? And we got Tom. What's up, Tom? How you been, man? Everything good? I hope you had a great holiday. I heard about the bad news on your trip, Tom, that your cruise was moved, and others posted about it too, right, Dirk?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we had. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what I'm referring to, there was a cruise, and Tom, maybe you could tell me in the chat or what the dates were, but there was a cruise that many of our members booked on a Norwegian vessel that was suddenly moved, just like by a significant time frame. Like it wasn't like it was moved from like a Saturday to a Sunday.
Almost 2 weeks,
It was
wasn't it?
moved like almost 2 weeks, and a lot of people were really up in arms about it. I wonder if I could pull it up. But yeah, it was some pretty crazy. I don't think I've ever heard of anything that dramatic when with on a cruise being moved so significantly. Have you heard about anything like that, Dirk?
It's, and then the thing is, they didn't even give him any notice. They just kind of,
Yeah, some
you
people
know,
discovered it because they looked at like they saw a refund on their credit card for a certain
yeah,
amount of money. Yeah. And then when they called Norwegian to find out why they had a refund, it was like, oh, because your cruise was moved. I'm like,
it was
what?
they moved it from 419 to 49, so
Yeah.
10
So yeah,
days.
Tom is typing in the comments, 10-day move.
They just upped the offer.
What does that mean, Tom? That they upped the offer?
They offered 15% discount if you keep the new date.
Oh,
That's
what's the
nothing.
there? So the cruise is moved from 419 to 49, which is a significant amount of time, 10 days. And they were initially offering 15%. Oh, they're now offering 15%. So they're giving you a 15% refund. Correct me if I'm
Well,
wrong. 50% discount on the cruise if you keep the new 4-9 date.
but I think you can cancel and get a full refund.
Oh, if you cancel, I guess, yeah, that's within the time frame, right? That you could
I think
cancel with
that
that
Thomas said
penalty.
something in his Thomas said somewhere that if you cancel by a certain date, your entire trip, you get even so if you paid for it, you get 100% refund.
Oh, that's not so terrible. But imagine all the legwork you got to do now to like if you had flights to move your flights around. What a pain in the rear. Uh, so I know there was a few people talking out there about the about that move, and that was a very dramatic move. So I wish everybody well. I hope it works out for everybody, and I really hope it works out for Tom. I hope the trip works out for you, Tom. 15%, not too shabby, but I bet you they're willing to go to 20. What do you think, Dirk?
Well, the thing is, so what they want to wait for, I would think, is they set a deadline for full credit. So they're going to see how many people are going to actually cancel for the full credit, and then they're going to lack passengers. Then they might offer it with a higher discount. They're playing the game.
Yeah, yeah, I'd say so. Uh, I'm just trying to read the comments. Tom is also saying the Star needs to get the dry dock. Oh, I understand. So, yeah, so they probably got in on a European dry dock ship, needed to get to Europe, so the April 9 Bermuda cruise was moved to Dawn, and we moved 4-9. Did they change the ship too? It sounds like they even changed the ship from the Star to the Dawn. I wonder if there's an official NCL release on this news. That's pretty nuts. Let's see. I'm looking on the. That's a thing. No. I don't see anything. This is all like cushy stuff. I'm looking at the Norwegian Cruise Line press releases. I just put it on screen. And for 2019, I see only like cushy stuff. Everyday Heroes, recognized with 3 World Travel Awards. I don't see anything.
Thomas said that 15% for him works out to almost $1,000.
That's not so shabby.
Yeah, but I bet you they will up it. But if you're ready for gamble, because if you don't cancel by 1/7, you're out of luck.
Yep, they are. Yeah, Tom is clarifying. So on this day change cruise, folks, Tom is clarifying. He just got off the phone with his cruise consultant, and if you cancel by 1/7/20, you get a full refund. All this hit the fan 3 days after a 120-day deadline. Wow. NCL is offering 10% if you move to one or 4 other transatlantic cruise and other ships. 50% for me. Wow, that's not bad.
You were right, Charles. They moved.
Yeah, the Star cruise.
From the Star to the Dawn.
Wow. I used to love the Dawn. When the Dawn first launched, I thought it was such a great ship.
The Star doesn't have a very good record from a mechanical standpoint.
Amy's saying that when Cuba trips got interrupted, she got 50% back and 50% off a future cruise if you didn't cancel. That's pretty good. Yeah. So and Amy is lobbying to get that, saying that they should get more. The passengers that were affected by this change should get more than 15%. I would say. I wonder, Amy, how much? The difference is that Cuba whole, and you know what? And maybe it's worse, but the whole Cuba thing was really beyond NCL's control.
Yeah.
Like that was just imposed on them with no warning. Virtually, I remember just the news broke that was it. It was over.
Well,
and this kind of was within their control and timed appropriately, right? I don't know what the time frame was, Amy, on your interrupted Cuba sailing, but this is 4 months away. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just trying to be reasonable. I work, I run a business for the hospital, so I know that sometimes there are factors where you're trying to also keep costs low. You want to people don't realize that when they do these things, they have to pay for it sometimes. They have to pay for it somehow. And in order to keep costs low for future passengers, they have to make decisions to offer optimum pricing on future cruises. So they make these decisions to preserve the costs to future. Otherwise, they have to make up that money by charging future passengers more money.
Well,
on
cruises. Because the problem is too it's a lot harder to reposition a ship they're all fully booked already, or booked period. Versus an airplane where they just put in a new airplane. It's not a big deal. But with the shift changes, it's stuff like that Carnival one that got hurt in Cozumel. They fixed it in port, just putting steel things on the back. If they had to cancel that, you would have had all the passengers that were in New Orleans and cruises going forward with nowhere to go. So they had to get that thing going.
Yeah, speaking of the Dawn, I got a virtual tour of the Dawn playing right now in the background. So Tom, here's the Dawn, man. I know you're going on the ship. It looks like a great video. Made at the looks like in the late afternoon as the sun was setting. It looks really beautiful. I love ships, man. Dirk, I could talk about ships all the time. I love these. I love ships. I love learning about them. I just love looking at them. I think they're just an amazing human accomplishment. But that's just me. I've always been interested in this since I was a kid, actually, looking at the ships coming in New York City as a kid growing up in Brooklyn.
Well,
Uh,
for me, Charles, having worked in the airline industry uh, most of my adult life, ships are a nice break.
oh, really? You like aircraft better?
No, no, I said it's a nice break from airplanes.
Oh, ships are a nice break. Oh, I thought you said ships aren't great.
No, no, no. It's that's why after my first cruise, I really got stuck on them.
So Sean is asking Tom if you could answer this question. Sean is asking, are they paying for airfare? I'm not sure if you have the answer. I'm not sure if you're driving, Tom. How was the airfare affected by the change, Tom, from the Star to the Dawn? I heard the Star. I heard the Star is a nice ship. Everybody that's in the group when they talk about the Star talk about it very fondly, like they really love it. Hi, Mary Jo. They talk about the Star very fondly, and it's kind of has a lot of charm. I've actually never been on the Star, and I know it's undergoing a major renovation. Isn't there? There's another ship undergoing a major renovation, and it's launching in February. I think it's the Spirit, isn't it?
Uh, I don't know, Charles.
I think the Norwegian Spirit right now is undergoing a major renovation, and they're going to have like another a rededication of that ship and scheduled for February. I was hoping to get on it. Maybe that'll be our next email, Dirk, to NCL. Try to get on that cruise. All right, folks. So what you're looking at, this is a virtual tour of the Dawn. And we're talking about the Dawn because there was a recent itinerary change, a recent major change, not even itinerary change, of a Star sailing in April where some of our members in the group were inconvenienced. They switched out the Star to the Dawn, so here is a virtual tour of the Dawn. I remember this well. I actually have a video from this exact angle. That's so funny that this gentleman is broadcasting from the same spot where I broadcasted when I departed to the Dawn this past summer. That's so funny. The Bimini Bar and Grill, and there was a big party, big sail away party that I live streamed somewhere in the Facebook group.
Yeah, a nice feature on that is the tiered seating of the pool. It's tiered rather than one level. It kind of goes up in steps towards the pool.
Yeah, it's
which
beautiful.
Is nice.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful ship. Tom is also Tom is familiar that I work in the healthcare industry. He's asking me a healthcare related question about the antibiotic wipes inside your nose. Yes, and Tom, good luck with your procedure. Those are very effective to prevent major infections, Tom. They're really good. It's almost like a extra precaution against infection. And what they do is they'll swab your nose, and it has a real ability to decrease the risk of infection, and not only any infection, but particularly a very difficult bacteria it's hard to get rid of with antibiotics. It's called MRSA. Have you heard of it? MRSA. So
Charles,
that's a good thing. Yes, sir.
like what Ann's saying is, you can do that before flying too, kind of prevention.
Oh, the swabs, really?
That's what Ann says.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Especially, in the cabin environment, you got a decrease in oxygen, and you got a increase in bacteria. And unless you want to wear a mask, if that works, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a good practice, and wherever you're going, Tom, they know what they're doing because that's a very good practice to do that before any surgeries, to do that disinfection of the nose. So good luck. I hope everything works out well. You had it already. Oh, good for you. Oh, that's good. Congratulations, Tom. I wish you a speedy recovery. Yeah, that's a very good practice wherever you went to. Definitely have a good quality program. uh, oh, that sounds good, Tom. Tom is saying that he's going to be in Brooklyn 4748. Tom, we definitely got to get together then because I felt guilty about the last time.
Don't
But
forget your
I have
passport this time,
nothing.
Tom.
I have nothing on 47048, and that is actually that's a very interesting location, Tom, where that hotel is, and maybe I could bring it up on a map if those that are interested. So, um, that's in an area of Brooklyn called Red Hook, and Red Hook when I was growing up in Brooklyn, Dirk, I'm gonna bring it up on the map. Let me
Oh,
pause
you
this.
from New York?
I'm from New York. I know you were busting my chops about my accent
Okay.
last week.
Hold it for me. Hold it for me.
uh, so Red Hook's an interesting place. If I could find it, it should be right here. Yeah, this is where it is, and I think the hotel is it's around here somewhere. Holiday Inn, right? What's interesting about Red Hook, Dirk, when I was a kid, it was like a no-go zone, man. It was
Right.
like nobody wants to be there, but they have now. It's like become like this trendy place in Brooklyn. To a lot of artists move there.
A lot
Uh,
of boutique hotels.
a little couple of hotels because now they have the cruise terminal, so that now they have like there's a hotel or two that's there. But they have this guy there. Two things that are there that are great, Tom, that I recommend if you like barbecue. Um, barbecue. This is the best place. Hometown Barbecue. It's like a great barbecue place, Tom. Maybe we can meet there. Just wear don't wear good clothes there because it's like really just like a classic Texas barbecue and they have great food, but you walk in there and you're gonna come out smelling like smoke. Your hair is gonna smell like smoke. Your clothes are gonna smell like smoke. So if you go there in April, just make sure you wear clothes that you're gonna put in a plastic bag after you go there, especially if you're gonna
Oh,
be staying in the
look at
hotel.
those burnt and brisket. Ah, that
Oh
is good.
man, it's really like an award-winning like barbecue place, but it's like Red Hook. Like I said, when I was a kid, it's a no-go zone, and there still aren't great areas of Red Hook. So you really got to, I mean, around where the water is, take a cab, Tom, or an Uber. Don't walk down here from the Holiday Inn. You just want to take a cab or a Uber. And there's a huge IKEA here. This is Brooklyn IKEA. It's a big, beautiful IKEA. When that
You,
moved in, they started getting all built up here.
you can
Uh,
stop there for meatballs.
you can get some Swedish meatballs at IKEA too, Tom, if you're interested. And they have very good chicken fingers and fries. But Tom, let's meet here. If you want to meet here, just be prepared to be smoky at the Hometown Barbecue. And there's also a great restaurant, and they have a great mixology bar. It's like there's a great little classic bar and food. It's called Fort Defiance, and I think they were on a TV show. I think Fort Defiance was like on one of those food makeover shows. I don't remember, but this is a great place too, and they have like a classic bar, mixology bar there. So they have all these fancy drinks that are a little on the expensive side, but it's definitely a cool little bar and restaurant, Tom. If you're interested in this place, I don't know how long you're going to be in Brooklyn. But these are if you're in Red Hook, these are my two recommendations: Fort Defiance and Hometown Barbecue. That's Red Hook is becoming this like well, it has become this like artist place. And then there's Steve's Key Lime Pie. I'm an expert on food, Tom, and so is
That's
Dirk. Not as good as Dirk, but I'm pretty
that's
good.
scary.
I know where to
That's
get all the good
scary.
stuff. And Steve's Authentic Key Lime Pie. This guy's interesting. Uh, he has a place, and it's all the way like at a dead end street. He supplies all of New York City in this little place here with key lime pies. And he uses authentic key limes. And he buys them by like the truckload, these key lime pies, and he makes thousands and thousands of pies. And it is if you like key lime pie, My mouth is actually watering thinking about Steve's key lime pie. If you like key lime pie, you gotta try a key lime pie from Steve's, Tom. And they have these little key lime pie bites, and you can see it's like a little key lime pie, and then they dip it in chocolate, and then they freeze it. You see this, Dirk?
Yep.
Oh my God! Here's Steve's authentic key lime pie. So it's very Red Hook is a very interesting neighborhood with all these cool little places, and you'll really enjoy it, Tom, if you keep an eye out on these places.
Well, he's not going there. He's going to leave out of Manhattan now.
Oh, are you leaving? Are you still staying at the Holiday Inn in Brooklyn, Tom? I think he said he was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he said he was. Yeah, he said I'll be in Holiday Inn Express near Brooklyn Port on 4748. Mark your calendar.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely meet up with you, Tom. We'll have a beer and some barbecue, or we'll go to Steve's. I would definitely go to Steve's. I'll buy you a key lime pie, and we'll go to Fort Defiance too. Yeah, it's interesting places here, and it's all cool little boutiques on in Red Hook. But if you look at this, here's what's also in Red Hook. You see these buildings? I don't know if it's coming through on the stream, but there's all these buildings here, and it's not like a bad thing. These are all subsidized apartments, or what are commonly referred to as projects, Dirk.
Yep.
So this is all low-income housing, and Red Hook is a unique place because there's really only buses. It's right on the water, so there's no train service. So a lot of the people, when you live here, you're kind of locked in unless you have a car or you take buses everywhere. Because this highway right here, underneath this highway, is actually another major street, and this is the Brooklyn, well, what's called the Hugh L. Carey Tunnel now. And so these are all low-income housing here.
Where the
and
docks?
it's the
Brooklyn
biggest,
docks.
and it's the biggest in the United States. This whole complex, this complex in Red Hook is the largest public housing complex in the United States. And the dock's here somewhere. I'm trying to find it. It's right over here. I believe. Yeah, this is it here. This is where the ship leaves from. There's no cruise ship here now. Oh, it might be Pier 12.
Where are the Navy Yards?
The Brooklyn Navy Yard's north of here. Here's the Brooklyn Navy Yard here.
Okay.
This is where they filmed Sopranos.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the Steiner Studios right here. Is where they filmed many scenes from The Sopranos in this area here.
What's that little island there?
That's Governor's Island.
To the left there. No, further down left.
Is it this one here?
No, to your left. You're going to the right.
Hold 1 second.
Towards the water.
Yep. It's coming up. The stream's a little bit behind. I'm staring at Governor's Island. The stream is just catching up.
There. Is that Governor's Island?
That's Governor's Island. So that was just
Okay, I see it
recently. That was just recently made a public park by Governor Cuomo. And now, if you're in Lower Manhattan, they have all these ferries that there's no cars allowed on here. And now they have all these. They have a ferry that transports people back and forth, and it's actually a pretty interesting island. I heard it's really nice. I haven't been there. They have like you could rent a bike. They have these city bike rentals, and you could jump on a bike. You could ride around the island. It's very nice. And I'm gonna bring it to the most one of the most infamous islands in New York is Rikers Island.
Oh, we know about that one.
It is
By the way,
Rikers
don't
Island.
Don't they have the chairlift going over there too to Governor's Island?
No, that's Roosevelt Island. So
Okay,
the
gotcha.
chairlift.
Okay. Yeah.
The chairlift is here. Not yeah.
Okay,
This
gotcha.
is one of those. It's actually runs along the bridge. You can make it out one of the towers here. You see,
Well, Rikers is right next to LaGuardia.
Rikers is right across from LaGuardia. But what's interesting about Rikers, look, you could even see like one of the runways, like going maybe within 100 yards, maybe that might be between Rikers Island and one of the runways.
Yeah,
But
I've flown over it many times.
this is the only bridge going to Rikers Island, and now they want to close it. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not familiar with Rikers Island, this is actually a prison complex. Yeah, this whole thing is massive prison complex, and the mayor now is looking to close it. And the rumor is that he wants to close it because they want to develop it. They want to develop it for real estate investors. And that he's lobbying or succumbing to the lobbying of these real estate investors to develop Rikers Island. So that's the controversy now. And if you look at it, it's deceptively. I mean, it looks small, but to give you some scale, those are all cars there. So it's a fairly big island, and it's filled with prisons. So I don't know where they're going to put all these prisoners.
But I fly no. I was in that neighborhood one time, Charles, and kind of made a wrong turn and came to the entrance of the bridge. It's heavily guarded and everything else, so you can't even get on that unless you got business.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can't get in. You can't get on Rikers Island unless you have business there.
Not
And you
that
could
I
actually
want to, but
you could actually walk across this too. It's not clear on the image. So Tom is staying in Brooklyn, and Tom, we will meet up. Amy, I didn't know they had a Wegmans in Red Hook. Amy's saying she took her driver's test in Red Hook, and you survived, Amy. Yeah, that's a good. Well, you had good parents, Amy. She's also saying that she wasn't allowed in Red Hook as a kid. Yeah, I didn't even know about Red Hook when I was a kid. Those words never even left my mouth. But yeah, when I was a kid, it was quite a long time ago. Like I said, it was a no-go zone. Tom asked me another question. Tom, I don't know, but I could. Tom is asking in Red Hook if there's another famous bakery. Not far from there, there's an old bakery where they filmed the movie Moonstruck with Cher and Nick Cage. It's called Caputo Bakery, and that's in Carroll Gardens, which is a little bit of his Carroll Gardens. Tom. Interesting neighborhood. This was like a major location when Italians first came here from Italy way back when. A lot of Italians settled in Carroll Gardens there, downtown Brooklyn. So it's still, and this again is becoming more trendy because the closer you get to Manhattan now, the shorter the train ride to Manhattan. Obviously, the more expensive the real estate and the more trendy the neighborhood. When money goes in, the good restaurants come and interesting things happen. And Tom is asking me where I filmed the ship. So, Tom, if you look at a map, the ships come down this side of Manhattan, the west side of Manhattan. And what you're seeing here is deceiving because these are tunnels. They're not bridges, so it looks kind of like almost like a bridge passing, but those are actually tunnels connecting New Jersey and Manhattan. And the ships sail down this side. They go past the Statue of Liberty, which is here, and they can here. So this is where I could fly the drone, and then I want to film them, coming out of the port here. So interesting. I hope everybody's entertained. I'm kind of droning on here, and really the plan was tonight to just come on and wish everybody a Happy New Year, right, Dirk? We were going to do a short stream tonight.
yeah, and look, we're now doing a New York City tour.
We're doing a tour in New York City.
Maybe we can do Memphis next time and see if Elvis is alive.
We can see if Elvis is alive, and not only that'd be cool. And who's asking? Somebody just asked if these are old warehouses. Andrew, hey Andrew, yeah. So this is, these are old warehouses that are now occupied by businesses. These were built out on a pier, and many of these businesses were destroyed. I think it was in 2013 or 2014 when Hurricane Sandy came through, and almost all of them rebuilt. Steve actually rebuilt. He was really affected by the hurricane. He just got totally flooded out, and he actually rebuilt his whole business. And Steve has this whole thing. Making key lime pies. These two huge warehouses here, Steve has, and he's baking up key lime pies for the entire New York metropolitan area. So thank God for Steve making key lime pies because I love key lime pie. Um, yeah, that's it. So we wanted to come on and wish everybody a happy New Year. We were gonna have a short stream. We got a little bit sidetracked. Uh, Amy's saying great food on. Oh, really, Amy? I haven't been. Are you kidding? Because I see you laughing. Great food trucks on Governor's Island. Tell me if that's true. Um, I'm just checking up. I'm looking at all the comments here. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So this is the Dawn, folks. We were in a conversation. We started the stream with a conversation about the Star going into dry dock, and the cruise change that affected some of our members. That they would change from the Star to the Dawn. So I put on this Dawn ship tour, and we just wanted to come on and wish everybody Happy New Year because we were going to do a short stream. I've never done. Andrew's asking if I did a Canada and New England cruise. No, but I've heard I heard it's really nice, Andrew. They start, especially when you get there with the peak colors of the trees. The trees going from green to the autumn colors. I hear it's really, really wonderful. But I've never done it. And Ron here. Hey, Ron's here too. Ron, what's up, Ron? Ron from Texas is here. I'm not sure if it'll meet your standards, Ron, but it's pretty good for Brooklyn barbecue. We were talking about the hometown barbecue in Red Hook, Brooklyn. Like I said, Ron, not sure if it's up to your standards, but it's definitely a great barbecue place by Brooklyn standards, maybe not by Texas standards. So, Dirk, any other topics you want to cover?
Not that I can think right now, other than we are growing like crazy.
We're growing like crazy. Yeah, the group has and always really started ramping up. I think we're approaching 42,000 members, and that's up 2,000 just from we're doing almost 1,000 a week new members now, and not even having the issues that we used to have in the beginning, Derek, where people would come on, with false fake profiles and then post some garbage and try to make some money off the group. That doesn't happen as frequently. Really doing a good job enforcing the rules. And making sure that the content is relevant to the name and entertaining also. So it's I've been having a lot of fun doing this. And I mentioned the last show, Dirk, and some of you may have noticed a change in the company that is hosting the website. So I came up with this thing called Cruise Mojo, and I think it's a cool name. Dirk, what do you think?
I love it.
Pretty cool name. And I got this little logo made, and it has the cruise ship with the live stream symbol. So I thought that I liked the thing. And the reason why it has live stream because we do this show once a week, and we're hoping to expand on the live streams in the future and do some other stuff and have a website. And I did start a website, but it's like I just worked on it for just a few minutes, so it's really not worth showing. But eventually we'll have a nice website up, and we will archive these shows. Only shows though that don't have passenger content. I don't want the shows that we're going to allow to be archived. They're going to be shows without member content or their full names being mentioned. I just think that's the only fair thing. What do you think, Dirk?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's just I wouldn't feel right about using content from the members posted in the group or using their names and stuff. So I'd like to start archiving shows and making podcasts out of our past recordings, but I got to go through them and delete names and images and stuff that may have been incorporated into the group. But that's all I got, folks, and I wanted to come on and wish everyone a very happy New Year. We're going into, I can't believe it's 2020. Yeah, it's crazy how time flies. And I wanted to say thank you as always. Hey, Karen came up. What's up, Karen? And Carolina's here. Hey, Carolina. And I wanted to say hello, Happy New Year, and wish you guys a wonderful time and a wonderful 2020. Happy, healthy, and prosperous 2020. And we'll be back again next Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time right here. And Mark is here. What's up, Mark Sr.? Mark is here. How you doing, Mark? We'll be back next Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the Norwegian Cruise Line Latitudes members page. Take a look at that Cruise Mojo. And if you feel so inclined, like the page, help us out a little bit. I need 100. I'd like to get at least 100 likes on that page to really start building that up. So if you have a few minutes, just make your way over to that Cruise Mojo page and just like that page. I'm trying to post some content there that I have archived and to keep it interesting for everybody. But once again, I want to wish you all a wonderful, happy New Year. Enjoy in good health with your family. And Dirk, any final words before we close out the stream?
Well, I just back on you, and I think we should give it a break for this year and wait till next year to come back on.
We're going to wait till next year to come back on, folks. So tune in again. We're here every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the Norwegian Cruise Line Latitudes members page. Come join us, have fun, hang out, say hello. It's always a great time seeing everyone. And I wish you all a wonderful, happy New Year. And we'll see you next year. Right, Dirk?
Yes. Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year. Bye, everybody. Have a great week.
Bye.
See you next Monday.
We off?